Hello, Scorpio. Welcome. I hope everyone is doing well. All right, let's get started with your oracles. This is the major arcana messages for Scorpio. You have the world. You must find your purpose to accomplish it. There is no guarantee for success, but the experience you gain will have the potential to fulfill your desires. On the bottom is death. That is Scorpio energy. It says to move forward, develop a new perspective on the world. The past is behind you and the rest of your life is still ahead of you. Let's get the handmade cards. We're going to get 3 of these messages for Scorpio. You have wants what you have, clarity, and not wanting to see things clearly. On the bottom is trickery. This looks like someone in denial. Clarity, where someone is not wanting to see things clearly. This could be in regards to some sort of jealousy. Trickery is on the bottom. Let's get the situations. We're going to get 3 of these for more context. Messages for Scorpio. Escapade, vacation, hideaway, adventure. Triggers, name, car, place. And history, past, happened. On the bottom is tragedy, forbidden love. This seems like it has something to do with an ex. But I'm not quite sure how. It seems like something about the past is a trigger for someone else. Like someone doesn't like another talking about their ex, or this could be someone that brings up their ex a little too much. There could be a situation here that something is going on with an ex, or it's someone who's known from the past. I guess it doesn't necessarily have to be an ex. Let's go ahead and get started with the overall energy. Overall energy for Scorpio. You have the Two of Swords in reverse. The Five of Wands. And the Nine of Cups in reverse. Yeah, Six of Pentacles in reverse. An imbalance or lack of equal give and take. I think someone is still messing with their ex. There's some kind of competition or jealousy here. If that's the case, then someone is suspicious. Or it doesn't have to be an ex. It's someone from the past, though. And I feel like whoever's dealing with this, when this person is brought up, it makes them uncomfortable. It seems to me like the person dealing with this is suspicious of something. Two of Swords in reverse, Five of Wands, Nine of Cups in reverse. Judgment in reverse. Ace of Cups in reverse. And the Hermit in reverse. This could be some kind of rebound situation. Because this looks like, to me, there's conflicts. I feel like there's someone from the past that just gets talked about a little too much in a current relationship. Or there's even possibly thoughts about this person. Judgment in reverse, Ace of Cups in reverse, the Hermit in reverse. Queen of Pentacles. Ten of Wands in reverse. It's almost like there's some sort of someone has to reassure someone that either something isn't going on or that someone doesn't want to go back to someone else. Empress in reverse. So this past person could be someone that this person was married to or has children with. There's problems here with a past person where there shouldn't be. Or it's like there's interference here. And I don't know if it's because of the third party or because whoever is dealing with this, their person isn't over someone from the past. Tell me about the overall energy for Scorpio. There could also be some concern about where someone's going, like by themselves. Because we have this vacation, hideaway, and adventure, and someone doesn't like someone's not getting wish fulfillment here about someone going somewhere alone. I think someone suspects that someone is saying they're going somewhere in order to be with this person who's causing this interference. I think someone's intuition is telling them that something's still going on here, but they don't have the proof. The Sun is clarity. See, this is not seeing things. Clarity and not wanting to see things clearly. This is talking about clarity on not wanting to see things clearly. I think what's happening here is someone's not over a past person. Or there's something still going on here. Rich gent, that's masculine energy. I feel like someone is trying to ease someone's mind that they don't want to. They're trying to end their burdens in regards to going back to someone. There's competition or jealousy here. I feel like the one dealing with this is feeling some type of way for a reason. I don't feel like it's for no reason. But I feel like the one dealing with this is questioning, like, do you still have feelings for this person? Would you go back to this person? It feels to me like there's a past person here who's just in too much of a new relationships conversation. Long road, something that has been going on for a long time or has taken a long time. This person may have been in a relationship with this past person for a long time. What it feels like to me is the current relationship is a newer relationship. You could be dating this person, you could be married to this person, but there is something about the past that is not going away. And that's a problem for the one dealing with this. So tell me about the situation for Scorpio. You have the Ten of Swords, the Hanged Man in reverse, Pisces energy, and the Knight of Wands in reverse. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Sun on the bottom, clarity. Me, it feels like the one dealing with this is preparing themselves. It feels like there's a third wheel here that is a past person, and the one dealing with this did not ask for this. Let me get some more. I think the person dealing with this is thinking about freeing themselves from this situation, ending the relationship, or if there's any indication of what their intuition is telling them, there's clarity in regards to what they're not seeing clearly, then they're going to end the relationship. Ten of Swords, Hanged Man in reverse, Knight of Wands in reverse, Three of Pentacles, Three's a Crowd, backstabbing or betrayal, Seven of Pentacles in reverse, becoming unstuck, no longer waiting to become unstuck, King of Wands in reverse. That's player energy without a doubt. I think there is third party interference, someone from the past, and I think it's mostly the one who's doing the thing's fault, the other person that's in this current relationship. I don't think they're over this past person. And I feel like the one dealing with this feels that way too. And I feel like they're the one dealing with this is like, what am I even doing here? I feel like the one dealing with this feels like they're the third wheel. It's strange. Three of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles in reverse, King of Wands in reverse. You could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but this is also someone who could be cheating, especially that Knight of Wands in reverse. Knight of Swords in reverse. Yeah. See, it's saying that someone isn't communicating that if there's proof or clarity of this third party that they're ending the relationship. Or this is saying that the person who's doing the thing is not offering truth in regards to a third party where there's a backstabbing or betrayal. Eight of Swords in reverse. Not being trapped in your thoughts, no longer waiting to become unstuck. I feel like someone's wanting out of this. The one dealing with this is wanting out of this. The Chariot. There's something, I'm telling you what, there is something here about this person going somewhere. And it's without their person, the person they're in a relationship with. And I feel like the one who's dealing with this is thinking that something is strange about whatever this trip is that this person is going on. And I think the one dealing with this suspects that they're going with this other person, which may or may not be true. It just keeps bringing this situation up. Tell me about the situation for Scorpio. Yeah, see, I'm telling you. One dealing with this is thinking about ending the relationship. They haven't communicated it yet. I feel like someone's waiting on clarity. Siren. This is the masculine version of the siren. So you could be the masculine or you're dealing with a masculine. And whoa. I feel like someone is waiting for their eyes to see what their gut already knows. Yeah, see, gift is on the bottom. That's giving or receiving. I feel like someone feels as if they are a rebound. And I don't know if they are necessarily a rebound, but someone is not over a past person or an ex. And I don't feel like they're doing a very good job of trying to hide that. I feel like if it is someone that this person was married to or has children with, I feel like that's what they try to use to make it seem like this is normal. Is the fact it would be more likely with someone with kids. It's like I have to interact with this person because we have kids together. Um, I feel like there's more to it than that. The issue here is what I feel is the one who's doing the thing is more worried about how this past person or this ex feels about the situation than they do the current person they're with. Like I said, I feel like the one dealing with this feels like they're the third wheel, like they're interfering on something. And that's an issue. That's a problem. So tell me about the outcome for Scorpio. Seven of Swords, Five of Swords, Tower in reverse. This is telling me that either someone is suspecting that the other is cheating with them with an ex or a past person. They're either suspecting that or that is what indeed this person is doing. Because this is indicating mind games about deception in order to avoid a tower. So this is saying trying to make things look a certain way to avoid everything coming crashing down. Or this is saying if someone finds out there is deception, they're going to turn their back on this person and the tower's going to come down. Seven of Swords in reverse, or no, Seven of Swords, Five of Swords, the Tower in reverse. Sun in reverse. See, it's saying there's a lack of clarity here in regards to deception. So that makes me feel like someone isn't for sure. I feel like their intuition is what is speaking loudly to them, but they don't have the clarity. And I feel like that's what someone is waiting on here, is to see something with their own eyes. Three of Cups in reverse. Yeah. Ten of Cups in reverse. The Sun in reverse. Three of Cups in reverse. Ten of Cups in reverse. Ten of Swords again. See, a lack of clarity about a backstabbing or betrayal. Someone here feels confident that something has happened, but they don't know for certain. That's absolutely what this is indicating. Page of Wands. There's some kind of, I'm telling you, there's some kind of mind games being played here in regards to this third person. To me, this feels like, to me, the one doing the thing is just as guilty as, they're just as guilty for being a part of this. They're you playing mind games to make something not appear as it is, or what I feel like is being said here is like, oh, you're overreacting. I have to deal with this person. You're just feeling that way because I have to deal with this person because we have kids or whatever. And it's saying, it is saying that someone is playing mind games with the other. And it's in regards to the communication this person has with the other. Communication with the third party. Five of Pentacles, feeling left out in the cold. Oh my goodness. And what I also feel like is someone is expressing how they feel. They're talking about how they feel in regards to this situation. And I don't feel like they're being heard. I feel like the one who's dealing with this is being dismissed, and that shouldn't be the case. The one, whoever's doing the thing here, the one who's in the middle of this situation, they should be um, more concerned about the one they're in a current relationship with than worried about the ex. I mean, yeah, they should worry about their kids or whatever, but this is someone who's catering more to this past person. Even when their current person is expressing concerns about how things are going on. And I feel like the reason for that is because this person still Has something, either has something going on with the past person or still has feelings for them. Tell me about the outcome for Scorpio. It's saying here that the one dealing with this feels like the odd man out in this situation. And that's not right for the one who's dealing with this. The stork, this is a new beginning. It's the newer person, the current relationship. Saying there's a lack of clarity of deception here, or a lack of clarity about a backstabbing or betrayal. I feel like this is once again indicating that if this person finds out for certain, if there's clarity of a backstabbing or betrayal or deception, then they're going to end the relationship. There's that masculine energy again. Yeah. See, there's some kind of mind games being played in regards to communication with a third party. And the clover, this is about luck or serendipity. This could be indicating once again about the one dealing with this ending the relationship. Leaving someone out in the cold may be the best thing for the one who's dealing with this. I feel like someone is tired of dealing with this situation, or tired of feeling like they're the outsider in the situation. And I feel like that is making the one dealing with this want to leave. And it does not seem balanced or fair in regards to the one who's dealing with this. So tell me about the advice for Scorpio. Hierophant in reverse. Taurus energy. Knight of Swords in reverse. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Chariot in reverse. Cancer energy. Six of Swords. Moving on, moving forward, moving out. The Hierophant in reverse. Knight of Swords in reverse. The Chariot in reverse. I need to take the Six of Cups. Is it in reverse? Six of Cups in reverse. Strength in reverse. Five of Swords in reverse. This person, the one who's doing the thing, is telling the one they're in a current relationship that there's nothing going on. But the thing is if they're telling the other there's nothing going on, that means the one that's dealing with this is asking if there's something going on. So that means something looks suspicious. Because it's saying not going back to the past in regards to commitment. Not feeling confident that someone is not lying. Someone feels like the other is lying about saying there's nothing going on here. Tell me about the Six of Cups in reverse, Strength in reverse, Five of Swords in reverse, High Priestess. Use your intuition. Yeah. It's saying when this person tells you this, use your intuition. Does it feel, but it's saying right here that when this person says this, that they feel like they're lying. Okay, it's advising, if you feel like they're lying, maybe separate from this person and see what happens in that separation. Because that will tell you a lot. If you separate from this person, are they going, especially if they've been catering to this other person, if they see that you're considering leaving, are they doing what it takes to make sure you come back, or doing what it takes to try to get you back? Or are they letting you walk away? If they let you walk away, then just keep going because it's saying a lot. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Um, I don't feel like. I feel like for the one dealing with this, the best thing to do would be to walk away, or at least have a temporary separation to see what happens, especially if you feel like you're not getting what you deserve out of the relationship. This looks to me like things aren't going in someone's favor, not willing to fight for, that's what I'm feel like the clarity needs to be, because this is saying if you're not feeling confident that they're telling the truth about not wanting to go back to someone, then separate from that person. And it's saying you'll see that it's not going to go in your favor, that they're not willing to fight for the relationship, and therefore it's not going to move forward. So it's almost like putting this person in a position to choose or see what they really care about. And that will give you the answer. Tell me about the advice for Scorpio. High honors. Yeah, this is about truth, integrity. Someone, yeah, using your intuition when they say they don't want to go back to the past. The child, new beginning, child or pregnancy. This is talking about, once again, the newer commitment. I feel like it's suggesting this. It's not, nobody has to comply with whatever I'm saying here. This is suggesting um, separation, oh my god, temporary separation. This can be to see whether this person will come, try to fix the relationship, but this can also be to see if this is what you really want. Um, and sorrow, yeah. I also feel like it's trying to indicate that you will see everything you need to see by temporarily separating from this person. And the outcome doesn't look good. But it's not looking good by being in the relationship either. So this is just going to bring forth a finality to the situation. But it's like, whoever's doing this, they need to pick a side already. Um, it's almost like this person is trying to, or it seems as though this person is like trying to live a double life right in front of someone's face. And I'm sure the past person probably eats that up. Okay, let's get the closing messages, timing cards for Scorpio. You have when the first snow falls, and yes. And on the bottom is obsession of timing is causing blockages, and no. All right, let's get the Botanical Dreams Oracle messages for Scorpio. You have Curate Your Life, number 37. And on the bottom is Heart Song, number 43. 37 says you are the curator of your own life. Cultivate thoughts that bring you serenity and don't let anyone try to take that from you. Release the thinking that diminishes your self esteem and limits your growth. Select objects of beauty that lift your heart and fill it with gratitude. Put your creative gifts on display for all the world to see. Make friends with those who share and support your unique vision. Keep company with enthusiastic singers who know all the harmonies to your enchanting songs. At the bottom it says, invite colorful companions to join you in celebrating the dance of life. All right, Scorpio, that is what I have for you. If you enjoyed the reading or if it resonated, please hit the like button, subscribe if you like, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.